Recently, I was able to witness the fights of 3 great warriors. His powers were completely absurd. I had never seen anything like it.
Dude, it's your boy, Dragon Ball Art 92, and I'm back with another Kamehameha reaction video. And today we got a good one, y'all. We gonna be doing a reaction video today to Beyond Dragon Ball Super, Goku training for the top 5 strongest, Ultra Ego Vegeta versus Goku. Yes, another hit banger from Unreal and Gaming. But before we get to the content today, you guys, make sure you hit the like button so we can trigger YouTube algorithm. That way we can be seen by a bigger audience. Also, if you're new here, we welcome you and we thank you for coming through and checking us out today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you can be updated whenever I drop a video. All right. With all that being said, y'all, let's get to the content, man. Let go.
This is Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans. Make sure you subscribe to Unreal Gaming and push the like button for me. Arrest Hakai! Not Beerus. You know how this works. Make sure you enable all notifications on the channel and watch the entire video all the way through. And don't forget to follow Unreal Gaming on both Instagram and Twitter. That's enough! On with the video.
With Goku now finally getting the answers to the questions that he's been asking, and now learning of who the 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse currently
This is not a natural storm that will pass.
are, with the mightiest now showing literally no interest in Goku, despite the fact of Goku even revealing Ultra Instinct, as it would only now appear as though out of the 5, only one has now taken great interest within Goku, as with the Grand Priest now orchestrating to set up an exhibition match involving Goku versus one of the top 5 strongest. The million-dollar question going forward is with Goku now understanding what he needs to do in order to even come close in matching one of the 5 strong warriors. Is Goku going to possibly use this opportunity, courtesy of Whis having to help him, in becoming exponentially more powerful in being able to rival the 5 strongest, or will Goku simply do what he can in ultimately getting bested in battle once the Grand Priest Exhibition Showcase event finally begins? Now, before we dive any further into this video, if you are new to the channel and of course have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball related, including its manga, anime, video games, fan animations, fan mangas, and more, in which would also like to be kept up to date with everything in regards to the Dragon Ball Super manga, the Dragon Ball Super anime, Dragon Ball video games, and any and all additional content within the Dragon Ball universe, then I do encourage you guys to head on over and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to always be notified whenever a brand new video is posted onto the channel, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys are simply excited to see what the future holds for the Dragon Ball franchise. And with all that being said, I want to thank you all so much for your time. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. And now let's dive straight into the video. As As our story continues on Beerus' planet, with Vegeta now being shown having to make his arrival, and from there being shown having to hand the bag on over to Beerus, that's when Beerus went on to address Vegeta by telling him, "Now let's see what's in the bag. You better not disappoint, Vegeta. You promised me something worth my time, so I'm expecting something delicious." "What is this smell coming from inside the bag?" Beerus asks. It's quite remarkable, with Vegeta responding, "The smell coming from inside the bag is from a food substance called fries, Lord Beerus. You will find these fries to be rather delectable, actually. I'm rather curious, Lord Beerus. You said there is much more to my Ultra Ego power than I am seeing on the surface. Tell me then, what exactly am I not seeing that needs improvement? Am I only scratching the surface of this Hakaishin power?" With Beerus being shown having to turn around by responding, "A lot, Vegeta. As strong as you are with that power of yours, you are still not able to beat me in battle. Maybe some of the other gods, sure, but I'm still far above your self-proclaimed Ultra Ego."
One thing that I really enjoy about Dragon Ball, honestly, is the fact that they can get stronger. The fact that they can train and continuously grow. Because without that, the series probably would have stopped way before we got to even mentioning the gods, you know? So that's one thing that I love about the Saiyans, is that their biology allows them to grow in strength a lot. And I'm not too sure if they even have a limit, at this point. Just kind of depend on the writers. But let's get back to the content.
Now tell me, what is this? It's wrapped in a weird foil, but it smells amazing. I see. Oh, and that's called a hamburger, Lord Beerus. It goes hand in hand with those fries you saw in the bag, as out of nowhere from behind them, we then finally see how both Whis and Goku had made their way back into Universe 7, with both Beerus and Vegeta being shown having to turn around, with Beerus responding, "Oh, great. And look who showed up to ruin all the fun. You better not even think about it, Goku. This burger is mine." "Kakarot, where did you come from?" Vegeta asks. "What are you doing here?" With Beerus chiming in, "That's strange. Where exactly did you go? I wasn't able to sense your presence anywhere until you arrived. And you took Whis with you, didn't you? Where did you go, Saiyan? And don't you dare lie to me either," Beerus shouts. "Now spill it." "Well, to be honest, Lord Beerus, I kinda had Whis take me to the Omni Palace and ask the Grand Priest to introduce me."
I find it kind of strange that Whis wouldn't tell Beerus where he was going in the first place, even if Goku didn't, because Whis is the attendant for Beerus, right? So instead of Beerus being upset with Goku, he really should have been upset with Whis. But that actually shows you the dynamics of their relationship. I think Beerus knows who's boss. Let's get back to the content.
To the top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse. They weren't quite fond of me, but they sure looked really strong, if anything, and Beerus loses it. As Beerus went on to shout, "You did what? What's wrong with you, Saiyan? Why would you do that?" "The top 5 strongest in the multiverse," Vegeta asks. "What do you mean, Kakarot? What did you do, Saiyan? Why would you call for them? Have you lost your mind? What happened?" As in the meantime, when going back to the Omni Palace, we then see how the Grand Priest seems to be speaking to someone, as this individual turns out to be none other than Budo, as the Grand Priest went on to tell him, "Thank you for returning, Budo. I think you know why I've called you to return, don't you? I had a feeling it would be about the mortal. Now, what is it that you request of me, Grand Minister?" With the Grand Priest responding, "I will be giving the Saiyan mortal a chance to test himself against you all," he says. "However, in his current state, he would quickly fall, and so I've given the Saiyan 30 Earth days to prepare himself for battle against you. I will be holding an exhibition event where I would like for you to be the Saiyan's first opponent," he says. "It would be a great way to see where the mortal stands among you all. Plus, it would allow for you to remove any battle rust that you may harbor, since it's been a long time since any of you actually had a worthy opponent to face off against. Consider this a test to see if he could pass," he says. "If you are to beat the Saiyan," the Grand Priest adds, "then you will be rewarded with the Super Dragon Balls and having any of your wishes be granted." "We've been longing for a challenge," Budo says, "not a cake."
One thing about the Grand Priest and Zeno, honestly, yo, when they give like prizes for certain things, it also comes with consequences too. So it's like a win lose situation. You know what I mean? The consequences be fatal, but the prizes be great too. So let's get back to it.
Walk, and with only 30 Earth days to improve, the Saiyan is doomed regardless, he adds, but I will ensure that his quest for strength ends with me. Now tell me, if by mere coincidence I were to lose to him or he loses to me, then what happens to the loser of this exhibition event? With the Grand Priest responding, I've thought about this and came to the conclusion that all actions lead to very dire consequences. If you were to lose to the Saiyan, then you will step down as the 5th ranking warrior of the multiverse and be replaced. Your title will be void, but you will be allowed to keep your life. But if Son Goku of the 7th were to lose, then he will be destroyed without a trace. And you truly
I knew it. I knew it. You know what I mean? I knew that, you know, those type of situations, man, you got to be careful. You know, that's why I was like questioning Goku when he decided to go even ask about the 5 strongest. You know what I mean? I mean, I can understand him asking Whis and him trying to figure out a way to get stronger through Whis' knowledge of the top 5 strongest, but him to go actually, you know, want to meet them, that was a risk by itself. You know what I mean? He damn near got himself killed just trying to introduce himself to him. So, you know, I don't know if he gonna be able to put up a fight, bro, in 30 days, bro. Especially when they looked at Ultra Instinct like it was nothing. Even one of them called him, said that he was in his infant stages of Ultra Instinct. So, you know, they're very aware of it. You feel me? And if they are able to even uh put up a fight against the Grand Priest, there's no way that Goku will be able to give these guys a challenge. But let's get back to the content.
think that I would allow for my title to be purged, Budo asks. Never. Would he be given the Super Dragon Balls if he were to win this bout as well? That is correct, the Grand Priest says. The winners will be given the Super Dragon Balls for any wish they desire to be granted. As in your case, he adds, the losers will lose their ranks and positions as the mightiest, whereas in Goku's case, he will be destroyed. In order for one's actions to be taken for what it is, there must come a price for each of them taken. Do you understand? As the days pass, I will announce the rules in place, with Budo being shown having to turn his head over his shoulder by responding, my title will not be revoked and I will not be beaten. I will destroy this mortal and have my wish granted. Then I would expect nothing less from the multiverse's 5th strongest warrior, the Grand Priest responds, in which as Budo was then shown having to make his way back to his own respective portal, that's when he went on to continue, I don't know what you see in this mortal, but I will assure you that this will be the last thing this Saiyan ever sees. As I await the details and rules of this battle, just know that he will not get very far, he adds. I will learn as much as I can about this warrior before we meet, and once we do, he will be punished for his ignorance and be destroyed for his wretched arrogance. 30 days, Budo says. I will await for your response. And as Budo was then shown having to make his way back into his own dimension, it was from that point on where the Grand Priest had gone in observing his exit by saying to himself, and it will come to be, great warrior. I know this was what you wanted, Son Goku, and for your sake, I hope it was all worth it. I have no doubt in my mind that this will be a great battle that will be waged indeed, but I do hope you are ready for when that time comes. As all a while back on Beerus' planet, with an angered Beerus being shown having to grab onto Goku's gi and tugging him forward, that's when Beerus went on to shout at Goku by telling him, what gives you the right to go behind my back and jeopardize our universe?
Beerus is always scared that the universe is going to be destroyed. He never take it into consideration that maybe the Grand Priest is looking at Goku as an individual and his individual fate rather than the fate of the universe. Like, it's so funny, bro. Like, stop being so scary, Beerus. Like, come on, bro. Let's get back to it.
Goku. It's bad enough that you had to remind the Omni Kings about the Tournament of Power, and now you're out here asking to meet the 5 strongest warriors in the entire multiverse? You are going to get us all killed, Goku. I knew I should have destroyed you when I had the chance. You asked to find out who they were so you can fight them, am I right? And now look. And how exactly do you expect to be any sort of match for warriors like them if you only have 30 days to try and match even one of them, Vegeta asks. Well, that's the thing, Goku responds. I really don't know where to begin. Plus, I think the best way to go about things is to find someone to train with in order to test myself. You've completely lost your mind, Saiyan, so you can forget about asking me, Beerus says. Well, I have an idea then, Whis went on to chime in. Since you are both here, why don't the two of you go off and train for an hour and see how far you can go, he says. Vegeta would be the perfect fit for you, Goku. Vegeta is known for being very aggressive, so I think
The rematch. The rematch. But both of them using their Ultra forms. We'll see, right? We'll see.
you can learn a lot from him that would aid you in battle against any one of the 5 warriors you will be facing. And didn't you also want to further your Ultra Ego powers yourself, Vegeta Whis asks? Then this would be a great way for you to also kick your training off, he says. For Goku, however, he doesn't have long, so we must not waste the time we are given to progress your training, he says. Well, Whis does make a good point, Vegeta, Goku says. I could learn a lot from you, and besides, it's been a while since the two of us really went at it, so how about it? Want to give it a go? It'll be like the good old days, Vegeta, with Vegeta responding, you want me to basically help train Kakarot for his big fight? Well, you can forget it. Figure it out on your own and find someone else, Kakarot. Aw, come on, Vegeta. Wouldn't you want to test your Ultra Ego power against my Ultra Instinct and see which one of the two is better? My training is reserved with Lord Beerus, not you, Vegeta says. You, on the other hand, will be reserved as the person who I beat in battle, not help train, he says. But then, that was when Beerus had gone in walking towards Vegeta by telling him, now hold it right there, Vegeta. On second thought, I think it's best to go and spar with Goku first. I want to see how good you are and where you need to improve once you come back, he says. But Lord Beerus, how will this— and don't go and embarrass my name in there either, Saiyan, Beerus shouts. Go and roughen him up while using this as a chance to see where your power ranks to his. After that, we'll go and resume your training here, Beerus says, but first I want to see the two of you—
I actually want to see this fight in the main series. I wonder how this fight will actually go. You know, but from my knowledge, I would figure that Ultra Instinct would be stronger than Ultra Ego. I'm not saying that because I'm like a big Goku fan. I'm actually a Vegeta fan, to be honest with you. But I'm just speaking in reality. I think that Ultra Instinct is stronger than Ultra Ego. But I could be wrong because they both may have different abilities in the forms that may complement the form, and that's different from the other form, but let's see.
brawl. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Well, you heard the God of Destruction, Goku says. At least now I'll get to see how strong this Ultra Ego power of yours truly is. You're getting on my nerves, you clown. That's if you're lucky enough to make it into fighting those other warriors you won't. This better be worth it, Vegeta says. So whereas Whis was then shown having to create a portal back to Earth, Whis had then gone on in addressing both Vegeta by telling them, I think by having the two of you begin in the time chamber on Earth would be a good starting point, he says. Myself and Lord Beerus will be watching your duel from here. Oh, and Goku, I would encourage you not to use Ultra Instinct against Vegeta unless you truly need to, Whis says. Let's start by strengthening your other levels first. You should grow and build yourself up from the ground up and only use Ultra Instinct in case all else fails, Whis adds. And as for you, Vegeta, I would encourage you to think about Lord Beerus' teachings and use this Hakaishin power you have to the best of your ability in there, he says. So whereas we only then see how—
That's insane, but that's great training for Goku. Whis was onto something. Because if Goku is able to make his base forms stronger, then his ultra forms will automatically be stronger. And I know a lot of us already knew that. That's like not some profound knowledge or anything like that, but it's great training for Goku right now, especially if you're trying to fight the 5 strongest, because he's going to need to evolve his form some way, somehow. And the way that he can do that is by pushing himself to the limit. And it's going to be hard to push himself to the limit in the Ultra Instinct form unless he's just fighting somebody that much stronger than that form. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to the content.
Goku and Vegeta had now stepped on through and making their way onto Kame's lookout. That's when Vegeta went on to respond by telling Goku, "This is just absurd. You just had to go and push it, didn't you? The top 5 strongest in the multiverse. You know you're going to lose, don't you?" With responding, "Well, maybe, but I really wouldn't know until I try. Besides, those were some of the craziest fighters I've ever seen. Shapeshifters, magicians, reality manipulators, it's just crazy. Oh, and off they go, my lord," Whis says. "This should be a fun little match to watch, especially since they haven't trained with a purpose against one another in a very long time. I'm going to die from heart failure because of Goku's actions, Whis. Thank goodness nothing happened." "So they weren't interested, right?" "Of course not," Beerus says. "Those 4 have better things to do. That Akuma and Budo, Yoshido, and Takira. What's the catch, though? If the Grand Priest is arranging for this to happen, what are the pros and cons of this event? Can Goku truly shatter all of his limits within 30 Earth days that will make some kind of difference? Well, the rules and rewards were not yet announced, but I'm pretty sure the Grand Priest will inform us with all of the details once he does," Whis says. And can he truly do it? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see how he progresses in order to truly tell, with Beerus going on to point at Whis' staff by asking, "So they'll battle in the time chamber first. Though I agree with you pairing them off, but why Vegeta and not anyone else for starters?" Beerus asks. "Well, with Vegeta being more of the aggressor in this fight," Whis adds, "he mirrors the top 5 strongest when it comes down to intensity. So who better than to bring the fight to Goku's doorstep than Vegeta when he's at his best," Whis says. "Well, my money's on Vegeta," Beerus says, "and he better not bring shame onto my name. Otherwise, I'll just destroy..."
I honestly think Goku about to get his whooped. I don't know. I just got a feeling Goku is in for it. Vegeta's about to literally beat the brakes off that boy. Like, oh my God. Let's get back to the content.
Annoy him and get on with doing the same to Goku after. So, no Ultra Instinct unless he truly needs it, huh? This ought to be good. It truly should be, Whis adds. These two have been neck and neck when it comes to trying to surpass one another, he says. As during this exact moment with Dende shown appearing, that's when Dende went on to address Goku by telling him, "Oh, hey Goku, I wasn't expecting to see you and Vegeta here. What exactly are you guys doing here? Sorry for the sudden appearance out of nowhere, Dende, but me and Vegeta need to use the time chamber for an hour. It's actually really important, so I hope you understand. Oh, and try not to let anyone disturb us while we're in here too. Thanks, Dende, we'll be out really soon." As with Dende shown questioning this, that's when he went on to respond, "Oh, well, okay. Oh gosh, please don't destroy the time chamber from within. I hope you know that I'm not going to take it easy on you, Kakarot." And
Dende said that because he used to Vegeta destroying the chamber. Like, because Vegeta don't be going, when he get in that chamber, bro, Vegeta be going extremely dumb, bro. Like I'm gonna destroy every like, bro, he's a beast, bro. Like, he's not playing. You know what I mean? So that's why Dende all paranoid right now. He like, please, guys, don't do it. Don't do it this time, guys. Guess what, Dende? They gonna do it anyway.
And no Ultra Instinct unless you're truly out of options either, Vegeta says. You've been trying to adapt this power for a while now, so I want you to start using using your lower levels and merge them with the principles of Whis' teachings. Oh, I know you won't, Vegeta, Goku says, and neither will I. Those warriors were unlike anything I've ever seen before, and to see them up close with my very own eyes inspires me to want to be on their level or beyond, Goku says. I won't use Ultra Instinct unless I really need to, but are you sure you can keep up, Goku asks. I am more than capable enough of holding my own against you now that I've obtained my own unique power that's separate to yours, Vegeta says. Meeting those warriors was one thing, but to challenge them was foolish. You'll only get so far, but since you were there, tell me, he says. Who is the strongest? With Goku responding, well, even if I'm able to just make them break a sweat, that would be enough for me, he says. What's crazy about it all is the Grand Priest is actually the strongest. He said that the other four couldn't match him, and if he's the ultimate goalpost that I need to surpass, then I'll do everything in my ability to try and do it, Goku says. And you honestly...
That's where I think Goku is kind of insane, bro, because there's no way, bro, he's getting on the Grand Priest level. There's no way, bro. None. Bro, he gonna have to train for millions and millions and millions of years to get that type of level. Let's be honest, bro. And it's not just the power that the Grand Priests have, bro. It's the knowledge and the experience. You know what I mean? And the fact that he's the father of all angels, bruh. Come on, bro. Let's get back to
it. Think that you will be able to somehow pull this off within the 30 days you were given, Vegeta asks. You've lost it. This isn't a game, Kakarot. It's no surprise that there are warriors who exist who are far beyond what we are, but to assume matching them this early is a mistake. Well, I guess 30 days may seem like a reach, but I know I can manage to pull something off within that time, Goku says. There was one advantage that the Grand Priest said I had that the others don't, and that's the power of Ultra Instinct. And if I can somehow figure out a way to evolve this power and go beyond my mortal body, then there's no telling how powerful I'd become. But I just need to try, as it was only right then and there from out of nowhere. To Goku's surprise, Vegeta had then gone in, immediately transforming into Ultra Ego, with Goku having to shout, whoa!
I ain't gonna lie, Ultra Ego's transformation is one of the best transformations in the Dragon Ball series. Period. We gotta start giving my boy Vegeta more of his props, man. Give my boy his props.
This heat, Goku says, as through the Hakaishin aura we then see how Vegeta was then beginning to step on through, as it was during this exact moment where Vegeta had gone in telling Goku, if there's one thing that I won't allow to happen is that I will make sure that you never leap by me in power again. Call it what you'd like, but Destiny has reserved the title of being the strongest for me. Wow, just look at him, Goku says. He's gotten so much stronger since the last time he used this form. Amazing. To where as soon as we then see how Vegeta had now come into his own by unleashing the power of Ultra Ego, that's when Vegeta went on to address Goku by telling him, I don't consider this training to any degree because I could never find myself to ever train you of all people. So consider this a lesson that you will quickly regret, Kakarot. What you are seeing right now is my all. Once again, just to remind you, I'm going to fight you as though I am aiming to kill you. So go on and hurry up, Vegeta shouts. Use any form to start this off, to where as soon as Goku was then shown closing his eyes, Vegeta quickly went on to butt in by responding, hold on, no Ultra Instinct, remember? Unless you truly need it, which you will start this off by using one of your other forms first. Do what you did against Granola on Planet Sorel and combine your power and abilities, Vegeta says, and you better make it
that right there. If he would have really mastered that, being able to use Ultra Instinct in all his forms, it might boost his power in those forms. I don't know by how much. I'm really not too sure, because I know that Whis uses Ultra Instinct without even being transformed into an Ultra Instinct form. I don't even know if Whis can transform. Leave a comment in the comment section if you think that the angels can actually transform. Let's get back to the content.
count, too. I'm no stranger to Ultra Instinct speed, so this ought to be a pretty good warm-up before I beat you into submission after you decide to finally use Ultra Instinct. Now hurry up, Vegeta shouts, to where as Goku was then shown having to ignite the powers of Super Saiyan God, that's when Goku went on to respond to Vegeta by telling him, well, alright then Vegeta, I think I'll try out Super Saiyan God and see how far it can take me against this destroyer power you've got. So I guess I'll do the honors and kick this off, he says. Let's do this. And as soon as Super Saiyan God Goku was shown having to dash towards Ultra Ego Vegeta, it was only as both Beerus and Whis were watching where Beerus went on to respond, so he's starting things off by using Super Saiyan God, is he? Not a chance, Whis. If Vegeta doesn't smash him within the matter of a few moments, then I'll be shocked, he adds. The only advantage that Goku may have while combining these powers is speed. A smart tactic, but an amateur one at that, with Whis responding, although Goku has shown great improvements by merging Ultra Instinct with his lower forms, this will be a great test to see how much Goku's Super Saiyan God power can endure before transforming higher. And as soon as we then see how Super Saiyan God Goku had gone in making contact by punching Vegeta in the face, without even having to move a muscle, Vegeta from there had gone.
Vegeta looked at that punch like, bro, what is you doing? Like, why are you just pushing my face? He really looking at Goku like he really just did not punch him in the face, bro. Like, Vegeta is the savage right now, bro. I told you he about to put them paws on that boy. Goku, you in for it.
In responding to Goku by telling him, you've got to be kidding me. Seriously, Goku says, not even a flinch? You are going to have to do much better than that if you wish to even cause me to feel pain, let alone win, Vegeta says. This was what you wanted, right? To wage war against the strongest, didn't you? Well, last chance. Give it everything you've got, and that was exactly what Super Saiyan God Goku had done, because the moment Goku had once again gone in kneeing Vegeta in the face and then being shown having to back up, that's when Goku went on to respond, oh man, I knew Super Saiyan God wasn't going to be effective, but I wasn't thinking it was going to look this bad. You are nowhere near ready, Vegeta says. Think fast. As before you know it, within the blink of an eye, Ultra Ego Vegeta had gone in speed blitzing towards Goku and uppercutting Goku in the stomach as Beerus went on to respond, oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Did you see that, Whis? Why wasn't Goku able to move out of...
I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't enjoy sometimes Beerus going in on Goku and defending Vegeta, but when did Beerus become a Goku hater, bro? Like, Beerus is a lightweight Goku hater, bro. Let's keep it 100, bro. And y'all know I'm not lying, bro. You know what I'm saying? That is a buzzer beater, Beerus. Come on, bro. That's crazy, bro. Let's get back to the content.
The way if he's merged Ultra Instinct with Super Saiyan God. As Whis responds, I did. Well, I think it's because Goku is more than likely thinking when he should be empty in battle, he says. That plus Vegeta appears to be much faster than Goku Super Saiyan God Ultra Instinct reaction speed. And as soon as Goku was then shown having to drop on down to a knee and reverting back down to his base form, it was from that moment on where Vegeta went on to lecture Goku by telling him, look at you, Kakarot. You're already right back down to your base form and the fight had only lasted for about 60 seconds. Now imagine what those other warriors would do to you, and that was an easy one too. Adapt and stand back up. Quit wasting my time, Vegeta.
That's how you know he really needed to really strengthen them lower forms. Honestly, if Vegeta knocked him down to base form with just one punch, that shows that Goku needs a lot of work if he expects to do well against these top 5 strongest. Let's get back to the content.
The shouts, you better start figuring things out and you better do it fast because I have no intention to drag this out any longer than it needs to. So you have 3 options, Vegeta says. Quit and exit the time chamber right now, go back into strengthening your lower forms, or use Ultra Instinct. Time's ticking, Vegeta says. As in the meantime, all a while on a distant planet called PA99N2, we only then take a look at seeing as to how Frieza seems to be traveling through this deserted desert by himself, as with Berry Blue also...
Not Frieza. What is Frieza up to, bro? What is Frieza on, man? Frieza on some devious stuff. What is he doing, bro? While these guys is training, Frieza is plotting. Let's see what he got going on.
Also being shown having to stay in direct contact with Frieza, that's when Barry Blue went on to tell him, "You're close, my lord, just about 2 kilometers north, but are you sure about doing this, Lord Frieza? It's been a very long time and there's no telling what this interaction is going to be like once you find him." "Wonderful," Frieza says. "His energy is faint, but I'm starting to sense him." "Worry not, Barry Blue. This will either go one of 2 ways. Either he listens to what I have to say and offer him, or he will die. I'm sure his hatred for me has not been extinguished after all these years, but now is certainly not the time to dwell on old memories, especially if he wishes to regain what he believes was rightfully his." And there it is, Frieza says. How exciting. As he now seems to be staring at the entrance to a gigantic cave, that's when Frieza went on to continue. "I'm quite surprised he was able to hold out like this for all of these years without anyone being able to find or detect him. But then, as from the entrance of the cave, we then see how a blast had just gone in, barely missing Frieza's head, as Frieza went on to respond, My, well, that was close. You grazed me. So you know I'm here. It's been a very long time, hasn't it?" Frieza says. "It's good to see your aim is just as dangerous as I remembered it being. But is this how you treat your..."
Who is he? Who is Frieza talking to right now? Is that Granola or something? What's going on here, buddy? What's going on, buddy? I definitely want to know. Let's get back to it.
"Guests, and here I thought you'd have a bit more class than that," Frieza responds. "I never thought you'd be living in hiding like this," he says. "I thought you actually died a very long time ago. So your will to survive is quite admirable considering what happened," he says. "But I didn't come all this way to wage war with you. As a matter of fact, I come alone. There is a matter that I would wish to speak with you about that would certainly be of great use to you if you are willing to listen. I came here for aid. There is a matter which involves 2 Saiyans who have survived planet Vegeta's destruction, and they're very..."
Okay, well, we can scratch Granola out of the way because Granola know about the Saiyans, and actually, I think they're friends. You feel me? So I don't. Oh, man, this is interesting. Let's get back to it.
existence poses a great threat to us both, Frieza says. They are unlike anything you remembered the old Saiyans being like. So if we are to live to see another day, then their deaths must be seen through until the end. As from within the shadows, the individual that Frieza was speaking to went on to respond to him by commenting, "You've got some nerve coming here. Your business with these Saiyans is none of my concern, you little brat." "Oh, but it will be soon if they are not dealt with," Frieza says. "I see you're still very angry at me for what happened. I could make it all go away if you were to hear me out and..." "and listen to my offer. After all, we're family, and there's no other bond that is..."
Wait. Did he say family? Oh, bro, don't tell me he's talking who I think he's talking about. Let's get back to it.
"greater than a brother's. Right, Cooler? As it was..."
What the? Not cool. And where he been? What? Unreal in Gaming, bro. Good stuff, bro. Good storytelling, bro. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Let's get back to it.
Only right then and there, during that moment, where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse...
It's already over. Oh, man. Hey, man, that was a good episode, man. That was a real good episode. I really enjoyed that one, man. Hey, shout out to Unreal in Gaming, bro. Not Cooler coming back in the scene. You know what I'm saying? Cooler like, yeah, bro, what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? And Frieza going to recruit him. It's smart on Frieza, bro, because he's really outnumbered, bro. When it comes to the Saiyans, you got Vegeta, Goku, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and Brawly. You know what I'm saying? So Frieza made a smart move by trying to get himself an ally, but him and Cooler is beefing. I don't know if they were beefing before. I don't think I remember them beefing in the regular series or in the Bardock movie, because I think that's, or no, excuse me, not in the Bardock movie, but the Cooler movie. I don't think they were beefing. I just think that Cooler allowed the Saiyans or allowed Frieza to take care of his own work. So, but man, that was a good one, man. That was a real good one, man. I very much enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. That's gonna be the end of my video today, you guys. Yes, sir. Thank you guys for coming through and enjoying the video and the content with me today, you guys. To be honest, you guys. So make sure that you guys always believe in yourself. Because ain't nobody else go do it, man. Dragon Ball Art 92. I'm out.
Recently, I was able to witness the fights of 3 great warriors. His powers were completely absurd. I had never seen anything like it.